Hey, Missouri Westerns, welcome in. Sorry about that late little commission here and there. We were having some technical difficulties while popping into the game, but let's go over some finite details. So, upcoming this Tuesday, we'll be having Rocket League against Lugbook Christian University at 6 p.m. And heading off of that, we're going to Wednesday for Overwatch Varsity Team at 8 p.m. going against UAFS. And then on Thursdays, October 23rd, we also have our varsity team versus Brookdale Community College at 7 p.m. Don't miss that. We also have our Super Smash team, varsity and club playing both at the same time like normal. And we also have another game at 9 p.m. versus the University of Utah. So do not miss that. But other than that, we'll have a clear Friday. So come by the Missouri Western Esports because we're decorating for Halloween. We also have an event coming up. I think this coming next Friday. So be in tune to that and watch us on our Instagram, Twitter. We'll be probably streaming whatever we can during that week, so just be here. All right.
Round one. Capture the objective.
Looking over Missouri Western's pick right now. It looks like Kiriko has been chosen as well with Zarya. We have a Soldier, Reaper. And then on the opposite side, we have Ana, Baptiste. Oh, Junker Rat and Tracer. All right. Already focusing in. Looks like Zarya and going head-to-head with Orisa right now. Taking on a lot of damage right now. Taking out their whole tank. Leaving them tankless. That's not going to help them very much when they're trying to push in right now. Missouri Western does take over points. Begins that percentage round. Looks like Missouri Western is just going to roke it in. Nice. Looks like they're going to have to go from a new opposite direction. The opposition team's going to need to regroup and figure out how they're going to want to approach Missouri Western with their strong barrier right now of defense. Real quick looking as we can see that Missouri Western does not have any ults right now on their ult economy, but for the opposite side, they do not have any either. Taking out the Tracer there by Fish Uchiha. Nice work. It looks like they're going to take the back route. Going to back up a little bit. Regroup. Getting lots of heals right now, which is boosting Missouri Western to pretty much take out the opposition team. All right, looks like we're going to take a little few shots here and there. Regroup. Oh, Baptiste is getting taken out. Nowhere to run. Get rid of the Infinity Field. Takes out Baptiste. Looks like they're going to pop ult. I don't know really why you popped ult there, but by all means. Everyone has choices. All right, on the opposition side, they do have one ult for Tracer. It looks like they're just sitting on top, taking the high ground. All good things, Sophie. All good things so far. Looks like the Zarya... They're going Zarya versus Zarya right now. Switching over to Genji as well. So it looks like Missouri Western is going to need to have a little bit of competition. Taking out the Zarya there. Almost took out one of the DPS. Unfortunately, could not fulfill that. Missouri Western is at that 95 point. Only a few more percentages and they will take over the percentage. Taking out the Tracer there. They do secure the objective. Impeccable job.
Score 1-0.
Good stuff from Missouri Western. Alrighty, starting off, they're already activating the objective and sending their way over. Missouri Western is making that roundabout choice of just kind of watching and peeking in to see what they're going to do. Looks like they're going to take that far route, while the other opposition team is going to take the inner route, taking more of the bridge route. So they're moving in, while Missouri Western is going to have to catch up Fish Uchiha is going against the tank player head first without Malga also taking lots of damage. Incredible job done by Chicken, but it looks like Missouri Western's healers are watching each other's backs right now. A lot of contesting on the point, so we're going to need a real big backup right now just to get some improvement. Fortunately, the Malga could not intercept the damage that was happening with the Zarya's beam, leaving Missouri Western pretty much defenseless right now. Looks like Fish Uchiha is taking face first with that Genji, pretty much sending them away to have to go and regroup, just taking minor shots right now, reloading here and there, but Missouri Western does claim that entering point. So Missouri Western does take that few seconds to get that percentage going, and Missouri Western now has their full team regrouping here, crossing over the bridge, as well with the opposition team making their way across the bridge, as we can see with the Zarya pretty much popping out her bubble immediately, losing it in that transition. Looks like we're gonna need some major heals for Missouri Western side of the team, but it looks like we are holding up our grounds pretty well, cornering that Zarya, popping off ult right now, getting 2 kills. Amazing job by Fish Uchiha. Land successfully and well done, getting pretty much a full-on player wipe. Impeccable job by Missouri Western, and looks like he's going to go and try to finish off the rest of the players. Does get a little bit of stunning here and there. What are we doing? Are we dancing? Are we dancing right now? Oh, and I guess Theon just decided to jump. Bro was absolutely... He's like, I don't got anybody to help me out here, guys. Loki was kind of forced. That was kind of nuts. Missouri Western does take over the point, like we talked about, almost getting that 60% on objective. So this does help Missouri Western pretty much take claim. Looks like they do pop back over to that Tracer, with now the opposition having almost 4 ults in their positioning, with Missouri Western having almost 2 in their positioning. Looks like we're gonna have to use those wisely due to them being, you know, in the less economy structure. They could get overpowered, which it looks like we are. We do lose Chicken in that transition with the other Zarya. Looks like they're popping ult Black Hole, as long with the nano boost from the Ana. Pretty much wiping out Missouri Western's team. We are making a run for it as we speak. Barely living by the tips of our toes. Getting a little bit of a stampling heal just to make some security here and there from Missouri Western's player, a soldier. So at least they made it as long as they could as well with escaping. Missouri Western does leave the objective with 82%, while the opposition team now starts up on that percentage roll, with almost having 20% in the game. So hopefully we can see some progression here and there from Missouri Western to see what they're going to do to overtake the opposition team. But right now, it looks like we're very much crowded on this point. So, getting to the point of view of the soldier, looks like Soldier's going to have to back up a little bit due to him kind of being by himself and lacking the heals. But Missouri Western doesn't back down, is going for the kill. Backing up and getting some heals right now. Just some minor details. Oh, are we going to take out the Ana? Are we going to push it? Bro gets slapped and taken out. Oh, so unfortunate. Very much a lack and a poor play done by the Reaper there, but could have been done better if we could have backed up and regrouped a little bit instead of pushing the attention of trying to kill off the other healer in that scenario. But it looks like Missouri Western does have their ult. Pretty much all their ults prepared, ready to go for their ult economy, pretty much bursting off of the opposition team. Not a lot they can really do right now. Looks like Missouri Western is going to make that approach across the bridge. May does pop her wall, giving Missouri Western a hard contempt to kind of move in. May does freeze and give herself a reheal, but we're just sitting here waiting for her. Shield probably, yep, immediately gets taken out and forced off the bridge. And Missouri Western does take over that objective point, making them the winner of this objective. Now having 2 underneath their belt. Phenomenal job by Missouri Western taking over the gameplay, with Gamble Rat taking the game. Probably going to see that little point of view again. We're going to see a popping of ult. They move back, reload real quick, pop that stamina. Straight on aim. Look at that aim. It was super impeccable. In that moment, you would have saw pretty much a 4-way kill, kind of similar to Uchiha when we had there in the beginning of the game. Pretty phenomenal job done by Missouri Western's academy team of all things. So far, they do have a lot to learn, but they are doing impeccable for their first kind of moving. And this will now bring it up to their scoring guy right now is 4-1. And let me tell you, that's pretty impeccable for someone starting out on the Overwatch team's academic team. But seeing how far that they've done, that's a lot of teamwork and a lot of practice that they've spent together, kind of just coping together and trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. And I'm still seeing that they're kind of learning here and there with calling out different positionings and no less alt tagging. pieces by pieces, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and this is, I just also realized I wanted to bring in some score sheets if you guys wanted to know. So our varsity team for Overwatch for NASA is 5-1, and then NCEC is 4-0. So if we do not know what those are, it's pretty much two different competitions. One's for Blizzard, and then one is for I'm not really sure, but it's just another competition for NCEC. It's pretty much just an offsetting, but we do appreciate all these wonderful opportunities for us to go and perform at the professional level that our varsity team has been given. So really happy that we're currently performing to the best of our ability. No less, they're going to have a lot more tough competitions coming up, so we're going to have to really see what they got to pull in for their team. But so far, the academy team is showing a lot of prospects, especially showing on how we can be a better outlet for Missouri Western to not only just have one varsity team, but have an academic team. I know that was something that was a dream long ago that we wanted to inspire into our esports team. And now that we do have that in our grasp, I think this is a phenomenal opportunity to open this up and just kind of make it more of a fun opportunity for us to be here. But no, so for right now, Missouri Western, I think we're going to go to a BRB and we will be there when they pick a map. Bye. Hey, Missouri Westerns, we are back on for the game. So welcome back, everybody. So sorry about those little inconveniences. We had a little bit of volume problem, but we figured it out. But we are here and now in the game progression. So as you can see, we are going to push. Super excited. This is a really good map for this scenario, especially since it's snowing. I wish they had more decorational based maps, like more Halloween. I think that's the one thing I think Missouri Western could see a little bit more, especially with the decor and such within these maps, would be really insensitive to the different holidays that they have. I mean, just look at that. Love the doors, love the doors, love the arts, loves the crafts. Beautiful, beautiful. Now I wish I could have a house like that. That's what I wish. Oh. Oh, well, here you know. We're in Canada, New Queen's Outlet. So, I mean, now that you know where it's at, why not go visit it? Go visit Canada, guys. All for it. You know, I wish I had a little bit more understanding of what the languages were, because I don't really know many languages that are in Canada. Clearly, I need to be reinstated on my world geography again, but you know, it be what it be. Toronto! Oh yeah, isn't Toronto the capital of Canada? I can't remember. Actually, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to do some research, like every good person does. Hold on.
Ready for battle.
Canada's capital. Oh, looks like we're popping in. But no, so Canada's capital is Ottawa. I had no idea. That's so cool. But I know Toronto is a piece of the pie. But looking into Missouri Western's player outlet, looks like we have Lucio, Matra, and we got some work with some Soldier, Cassidy, and we got our good old boy Zenyatta. Oh, looks like on the opposition side, we do have almost a similar outplaying. We have Lucio, Kiriko, Malga, Sergio. I mean, oh my goodness, not Sergio. I'm sorry about that. Sombra and Tracer. Already popping in. It looks like we have some intensified damage with Ramatra going head-to-head with Malga, pretty much pinning him to a wall while Malga makes a run for it, making a Kalash, just getting some heals right now, just trying to reboot. Needing a little bit of team support for Ramatra right now, though. Looks like we do have Sombra in the background taking cheap shots at all of the heals, making pretty much Missouri Western lose all of their DPSs and healers in one foul swoop. I think this is almost going to be a full team kill right now. Fisher Chiha does make a run for it. Fortunately, does make a regroup with the other Missouri Western players, but it looks like on the opposition side, they have already started pushing the robot almost to that 25 mark for meters. Just looking at how Missouri Western kind of just lost their grip there when they were overtaken by that control point, but by all means, sometimes it just happens when you just can't get the grip while you're in that zones. Sometimes it doesn't always work out. And this is when you gotta regroup and you gotta figure out your new strategy of benefits. And it looks like we also pull out a Malga, switching over from these first originals, and already it's just Malga against Malga. Cassidy taking some mild shot. I am really impressed with the shot movement of pretty much aim is just on point. Nice! Getting a three-way kill right there. Beautifully done. Oh, taking out the Kiriko. We love her skin. It looks so nice. Moving on to the robot. The robot is now getting to be moved. Good job, Missouri Westerns, for getting that final point of pretty much moving to that progression. We're just going to be really careful at those moments when we do have a lot of cramp moments. We're just going to be really aware of those, because those are times when people can either take the high ground and take us from pretty much any positioning. So Missouri Western's going to have to just be very hyper aware about how they're going to want to solve this. Oh, already popping off right now. We do lose Latte in that transaction with an all done by the Tracer on the opposition side. Popping off as well with Sombra taking out Fisher Chiha, but Chicken does define and take out the Tracer in that defiance. Already, Malga does not have a lot of health right now, kind of leading him in the dirt right now. Gonna need to really back up and regroup. Gonna either need to get some heals. Unfortunately, could not make that run for it that we're really hoping. Sombra is taking out Lucio right now, trying to. Just 2 hits away from taking out this Sombra. Sombra does make a run for it, though. And then Lucio does get hacked in that transition. Not a lot of good things are happening for Missouri Western, but you got to do what you got to do to make what efforts you can. It looks like they're going to take that control point zone, though, and just kind of watch and do what they can defense-wise. But, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. Malga popping through the door. That was a great point of view. Love that. Fish Uchiha does take out the Lucio, and they do. Oh my goodness, they almost do a full wipe right there, taking out not only the tank but the 2 healers, making them pretty much defenseless and no heals. Missouri Western is pretty much on the roll right now with only 6 minutes and 40 seconds left on the game field. They are almost about to hit that minimum feat of 55 versus their 40 right now. So just needing a little bit more push, but they're going to have to be really hyper aware on how they're going to see this reaction from the opposition team. Oh. Looks like we have a little bit of a pinch from behind. Popping ult. Malga pops ult, hiding people in. Lucio popping ult. Instant kill shot. Oh my goodness, and everybody gets hacked at once. Taking out pretty much the whole team. I mean, all we needed was to take out Lucio, and that was a full team wipe right now. Double drop, I'm speechless. Oh my goodness. With 57 and 0.8 meters, with only about 5 minutes and 58 seconds left on the clock, Missouri Western is at a success rate right now. Impeccable job by using that Reaper's ult when they were pretty much tied together about Malga's ult, giving them the opportunity to pretty much be in close range with everybody when they thought they were going to pretty much take out Missouri Western since they were all chained up. Super unfortunate, but I mean, you can't always sense it. Having that full team wipe, again, Missouri Western is just reading the crap out of the opposition team, taking out the Malga in that transition and getting lots of heals. We do get a hack for Latte, but Latte is still doing okay with lots of support in the back. We're just going to have to be really careful on how that Sombra is going to be rotating. And the robot is moving up, almost reaching 100 feet now with 5 minutes and 10 seconds left on the game pill. Malga does pop a stomp, and he also stomps back. Popping ult on the other side, giving a major heal boost to Malga, which is super beneficial, but Malga does pop his E-button, taking out some damage and needs some love right now, though. Almost about to run out of health for poor Malga, just does not have what it takes to real quick regroup, but Lucio does look like he's trying to play a bit of offense, however, does get swung and taken out. Super unfortunate. Looks like Missouri Western is going to finish it off. Oh. Looks like we're not having a popping ult, taking out 2 players at once. Not only the Malga, but also, oh my goodness, we have almost a full team wipe right now. And just like that, we get that full team wipe, but now officially making the robot finish off the point with Team 1, Missouri Western, taking that win. Impeccably done. Let's see who gets that player of the game.
Play of the game.
Fish Uchiha does take the win. Let's see that gameplay. Oh, he gets shot. Oh, that's crazy, bro. Oh, so that's when he literally hopped into the wall. Oh, pops off, gets the Lucio, and then gets off and gets the Sombra. Nice. That's some smooth outlets from Missouri Western, pretty much taking over that point value. All right, we are going to move over into that BRB real quick, but we'll be back with you soon.
Initiate.
Hey, Missouri Westerns, we are back in the roll. So here we are, and I guess we're at the Gladiator Zone. So I've not only done this map, I think, a couple of times, but main things that I've wanted to point out about this map is that high ground is very crucial, especially when you're taking advantage of angles, corners, as well with how you're going to output healing. And no less, like, I play Bastion a lot, so I often take a lot of the high ground, especially when you're using his turret systems, and no less the sticky bomb. The sticky bomb is super beneficial, but let's see what Missouri Western will have to pretty much play against the opposition team. So already, try to love her. We love her. She is my girl, and she's my right hand. Normally, she is on stream with me, but we do see that Time Chip is also in here. Time Chip is the head of our streaming services, so it's lovely to see him in the play. So, let's see. So Time Chip is going to be playing... looks like our booming crack right now. Fish Uchiha is gonna be playing... Oh! Nice. Our Soldier 1. And then we have our Ana, Ramatra. And then we have Kiriko. A lot of good... Looks like...
5, 4,
Looks like we're having a party here on the rooftop.
1.
Nice. On the opposition team, we have Ana. And we have our boy Lifeweaver as well with Diva. And then we have Reaper. And then we got our good old Ice Maker. Oh. I guess we're gonna spam bombs right now, Loki. By all means. Popping off, getting that kill straight away, taking out the Ana, popping off, and strapping away from the Diva right now. Diva's pretty much just kind of turring and taking out Missouri Western's defenses, but good thing Missouri Western is on the point with Time Chip taking another kill to his pretty much total right now with taking 2, and already Ramatra almost taking out that Diva, pretty much sending them to pretty much retreat back into their spawn zone. An amazing job by Missouri Western, pretty much stopping the payload and stopping the process for pretty much them to complete the overall task of, you know, completing different of the objective A, B, and C. So good job from Missouri Western for pretty much reading the room. Already looks like we're gonna have a little bit of spamming of bombs. We have that little top work by Fish Uchiha, pretty much doing what Widowmaker would normally do and be taking this in this scenario. But it looks like Missouri Western, like I said, is reading the room, taking advantages, keeping everybody healed. Ramatra does get popped off back into the ground, popping off his shield right now, just doing what he can to pretty much just benefit Missouri Western right now. Almost taking out the Reaper, fully taking him out with a little bit of a, you know, good old smack around. Smackaroo. Here we are pretty much looking at the corner plays right now. Oh, bro almost got taken out. Didn't almost make it back into his little home safe place. Crazy enough. It looks like Diva does pop off her ult, pretty much trying to take out Missouri Western there, but unfortunately does not get any kills from that transition. Amazing job by Missouri Western, pretty much reading the room right now, and looks like we're going to need some beneficial friends right now. Here and there, kind of re-watching, sending in some bombs just to reinforce not only the players up there, but the player of taking out not only Diva, but her mech as well. Impeccable job done by Time Chip, pretty much being there, popping off that Vex. Oh my goodness, the Vex circle almost taking out not only the Mei, but also the Ana in that traditional ways. But already, I think Missouri Western is pretty much reading, popping, and unfortunately does get ahead of himself with a 5-player kill streak going to Missouri Western with pretty much everybody having all their ults in preparation. However, we're going to need a little bit of space right now. It looks like we got ahead of ourselves right now, but we are doing as much damage as we can, no less kind of watching and being very perceptive. However, Missouri Western does lose not only Fish Uchiha, but Twilight Lover in that transition of popping off that amazing Reaper ult, getting 2 kills and kind of rotating Missouri Western around. Looks like we just didn't have anybody here to pretty much benefit us and sleep them, but Missouri Western gotta do what they gotta do to kind of rehabilitate their whole grouping right now. But with only a minute and 10 seconds left in the game, I mean, it could be anybody's win right now. Looks like Ramatra and everyone else is here on point. I mean, they all have their ults, and their positioning with on the other side is only having 3 ults. I mean, this could be a game. This is anybody's game right now. Looks like Diva's gonna take out the top row, taking out Fisher-Chia on that whole scenario. Looks like Chicken is going to be distracted from... Oh, looks like we're going to pop ult right now with Nano Boost. And then Time Chip popping off his ult as well. Don't really know what's going on. Does take out the other Reaper in that transition. Amazing job. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. Take out what characters you can in that moment. But we are going to need some major heals for Chicken right now before he does unfortunately get taken out. Major heals right now, people. Major heals. He does pop off his boost right now, though, giving some extra defense for that. But already back into the Vex Circle as well, with just doing more of a top movement. But it looks like Chip is just waiting. I know we can't see what we see behind the walls right now, but my man was just waiting there. Impeccable job, pretty much reading the room and taking out the Diva's mech armor, pretty much leaving her defensive. They do pop Life Weaver's ult, making pretty much a benefit for the other team's pretty much heal and rapid regeneration. So we're gonna have to be really careful right now. Alrighty, Missouri Western's going to have to really come up with a way to pretty much swiftly end this. We are going into overtime, so we're going to need to really come up with a swift way of pretty much not only neglecting the system, but also trying to watching and minimizing damages right now. But we do end that overtime quickly and smoothly with round 1 pretty much leaving Missouri Western in that top routing, not even letting them complete or even meet the objective A starting. Pretty much, I think they only had... Thank you. They had a distance of 72.56 meters in their alternates with only 0 seconds left in the gameplay. So Missouri Western will have to just expand off of that and no less expand away from it. So with 18 seconds left in the play, Missouri Western just has to get over pretty much into 73 meters and they pretty much win the game. Oh, look, they got little ships and lighthouses. That's so sweet. Attention to details in their environment. I love what Blizzard does with the attention to detail. There's just so much that goes behind their games. But already focusing back on Missouri Western, it looks like we're getting a Mercy and a Hazard and a Juno and a Genji. And like I was talking about, Widowmaker is fantastic for this map. Oh, pop off, Queen. Pop off, Queen. Okay, okay. We get some boogieing down. We got some boogie time. That's not weird at all, guys. Okay, we know you're special. We know you're special. It's okay. And on the other side, it looks like we have some good old Baptiste, Diva, May, and an Ashe, and then a Laura. So hopefully we can see a little bit of rebalancing here on both sides with 5 seconds left on the gameplay, pretty much before they start. Just want to see what we're doing positioning-wise. Looks like Diva is up above with Baptiste. Looks like they're just taking corners right now, while Missouri Western looks like they're taking piece by piece. Pretty much watching. Taking a lot of damage, especially healers-wise. There's just nobody there really to back up Missouri Western, especially with kind of like a lot of hits with the high ground right now. Missouri Western is pretty much at a low defensive due to the Diva pretty much having that high ground and sending off not only bullets, but pretty much the Renegades are pretty much pushing back Missouri Western's gameplay from being even suitable. We're going to need to back up quite a bit right now, but Genji does pop off. Okay, okay, okay. Go for it, go for it. Can you pop the ult? You got it, bro. Nice. With the good escape, he does leave a ton of damage on the mech. So hopefully we can keep that on pretty much as we're kind of moving through. And she does get demech. So all we have to do is pretty much finish that kill. An amazing job by Hazard taking it out as well with Mercy after that regrouping. So amazing job by Missouri Western. So far they are pretty much catching up already to the opposition team. Looks like Mercy is also up in the sky. Popping up the Let's freaking go! Hey, listen, when Mercy pops up the Glock, all I can think was hit. Hey, yo, with the Diva only left here to pretty much defend the point, I mean, she better have some real gameplay right now. I better see some dodging of the lifetime. She gets taken out by the Mercy's Glock. Oh my goodness. An impeccable job done by Missouri Western's Mercy and their entire team pretty much backing her up as they were finishing off the rest of the Diva. But Missouri Western does take the G. Nice. Let's see this replay on the opposition team. So this is pretty much when they were focusing on taking out the Juno. I'm pretty sure this is the shot that takes out Mercy. Yep. Just within that first 45 seconds, they do have that happening. As well with Hazard, does take a lot of damage at the time, but does succeed out of it. So Missouri Western, okay, I see you. I see you. You popping off as well with our academy team. Love to see it here and now, Missouri Western. As you can see, we are high in here. But thank you so much for popping, and we appreciate you guys' time. And make sure to get ready for Halloween. We would love to see you guys come around the arena. Don't forget to follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. We are posting on a regular basis so you can see when our time plays are. And don't forget, we have games on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. We would love to see you there. And as always, we love you guys, and we appreciate your time and your effort. Goodbye, Missouri Western. Bye. you